training camps this week for most teams. Football's on the corner. Can't wait. I teased them on last episode of the podcast about the Chiefs, and I have the Chiefs 40% chance of three-peating, should I say. We haven't seen a three-peat in the Super Bowl era at all. I think they have a very decent chance of doing it. I think their team actually on paper is better on paper than they were last year. And I don't know. But obviously there's more pitfalls to go through in the AFC and whatnot. Where are you on the Chiefs? Chiefs in the field. What do you got?
Well, I'm a unapologetic Chiefs fan. So the fan in me, of course, says, it's going to be a sweet season. I mean, obviously, I would be very excited if that were to happen. On paper, like you said, the time to get them in the Mahomes era was last year, and they couldn't do it with that team. They've only gotten better with Worthy and Hollywood Brown now. Mahomes is going to be able to throw down the field again, which he hadn't been able to do in the last couple of years. The defense is obviously solid. And there's a lot of parity in the AFC. I mean, everybody talks about how great it is, and it is. But at the same time, there's a lot of parity, right? Mm-hmm. So, the Jets should be better. Obviously, the Ravens, the Bengals, there's challenges there, but those teams are also going to beat each other up. So all the Chiefs got to do is show up. And if they show up every week and stay injury-free and we get another good year out of Kelsey, there's no reason why they can't make another run. And, honestly, I'm not afraid of any team in the NFC at all.
Should be.
Then who should I be afraid of?
You shouldn't be at all.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
The last 2 years, you've beaten the two best teams in the NFC the last couple of years. It's the Niners and the Eagles in Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see why you couldn't. I mean,
I think the Eagles are going to regress with that. I mean, they didn't really address their defense, and then lost Jason Kelsey.
That's going to be
losing Kelsey on the line, and I guess they lost Hassan Reddick, right? He went to the Jets, although he's holding out now, so that's a little weird. But their defense was atrocious, especially in the back half of the year, and they didn't do really anything to address that. So they went and got Saquon Barkley. Great, that's fine, but if you can't stop anybody, who cares? Brandon Ayuk has his issues with the Niners right now, so they've got that. You've got another year of Purdy. Maybe the Niners can make another run at it, but I'm not afraid of anybody in the NFC. I think we'll be fine if we can get through the AFC and we can run the gauntlet like we did last year, get to the championship. I'm going to go all in.
What makes KC dangerous even more now, and we saw last year, is that their defense carried them to the Super Bowl. Mahomes finished the deal, but their defense was what carried this team. Because if you had told me after Week 16, losing to the Raiders on Christmas Day, it was Christmas Day, that they would, this team would win the Super Bowl a month later, I would say, hell no, get out of here. What are you talking about? And sure enough, they did that. This team is well battle tested. We'll see, man. I would put it at 40% because I think Pat Mahomes, we discussed last on the podcast back in March. He's definitely my top three all time. Brady, Mahomes, and Montana will order. As long as Mahomes in that three, we're good. And that dude is just incredible. I've never come that guy out ever.
And that's the thing too. That he is never satisfied. If you ever listen to him talk as far as the football goes, he is he is Brady-esque and he is laser focused. Who in the midst of celebrating in a Super Bowl, not even taking your uniform off, on the field, celebrating, confetti, trophy, lights, cameras, he's running around telling everybody, we're going to do this next year. He's already thinking about next year. There's two guys in sports in our lifetime who have been that way. Tom Brady and Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Winners, right? Those guys just win. Nick Saban, you won a national championship. He's already like, here, take this. I got to go recruit tomorrow. He was ready to go. Mahomes is walking off the field, throwing a game-winning touchdown pass to McCole Hardman going, okay, let's do this next year. Guy's never satisfied. He wants to be better than the best. As long as he can stay healthy, and the Chiefs, like you said, they have a great offensive line. They have weapons around him. Pacheco is fantastic. Worthy, I think, has had a great camp, so I'm excited about that. Hollywood Brown is there. We got another year of Kelsey. We don't have to, beat him up. He'll be healthy coming into the year, which he wasn't last year. Chris Jones is paid. He's happy. A Hall of Fame defensive. They're poised. All the pieces are in place. Andy Reid, they have a winning culture, but they've got a guy who is hungry to be the best that there ever was. And winning 3 in a row, I think you can make that argument.
I mean, again, the most impressive stat of him is that 6 years as a starter in the Final Four every single year. You know how hard it is to do that? In this NFL too, especially? Please.
Mm-hmm.
This is why he's in the conversation greatest of all time. Anyway,